Christmas wreath, dropping these bars while I brush my teeth, flipping this verse like a boomerang, landed on stage in your backpack filled with a new disease, telling my doubts I'm hard to please. We don't care, we bounce on clouds, sing off key and we're still too loud. Biscuit drops, the place explodes, jumping through life in my pantyhose. Still no job, but I'm on the clock, and you can't stop me, 'cause don't stop. Hey ladies. You're not. I see through your act and I still enjoy the show. Yeah.
Fitting the names in part for its considerable elevation. We're at Empower Field, Mile High here in Denver, Colorado.
Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Ball was teed up. Chris Boswell to do the honors. And off we go from Denver. Marvin Mims now to return it. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. So the Broncos offense getting set for their first drive. Now be led out by the former first-rounder out of both Oregon and Auburn. It's Bo Nix.
And he wonders, he's about to take his first snap today. Yeah, he took care of the football last week, Kate. That was great. No interceptions. But just the one touchdown. Be curious if he cranks up that aggressive knob today.
Opening play, and Bo will throw. As a man, that's Cortland Sutton. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's good for a Broncos first down.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
Nix, quick out wide, complete. And he goes out of bounds as everyone turns to hear from our referee. Now, I think there's a good case for that to go either way, but the officials decided he was the more egregious offender, so it's offensive interference. Play action with Nix. Not enough on this throw. It hits the turf instead of his man.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
Out of the gun, it's Nix. He finds his running back, R.J. Harvey. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. Their rookie out of Oklahoma there to make that play. Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Completed over the middle. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. Defenses are fine with surrendering that completion if it means making a stop short like they did and bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, I like when these defensive coordinators say they want to populate the ball. And that was a perfect example of it. Don't let the playmaker get started.
This punt out of bounds on the fly. We're waiting for the mark. Looks like they're going to say it's short of the 30. So here are the Steelers now, taking over for the first time. And it'll be their rookie QB who brings them out.
As you take the field coming off of a bye week, you really want to take advantage of what you just did. The self-scouting, the evaluating of yourself over the early part of this season, and make sure you capture what you want to do and what you have to do over the rest of the season.
He'll be stopped after just about a yard. 2nd and 9 coming up.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Second down pass play coming. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything. They just did.
He makes the catch, but is hit before he can get that first down. They say he's maybe a yard short.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
And the fair catch made here at the 15. The Broncos send quarterback Bo Nix gearing up for their next series. And as we work our way through this regular season, you can see he's currently sitting in the top 5 of the league in passing. They fake the handoff. Now Nix. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for second down.
Second and 18 at the 8-yard line. It's metal brain corrodes.
Nix from the gun. Oh, they're on it, and he's dropped again. And the back-to-back sacks. Nice work by the defense there. Sets him up with a third down.
First sack, wobbled the cart. This one, I think, sent it off the rails entirely. Taking the L on each of the first 2 plays leaves this offense looking at a very unlikely third down pickup.
Defense nearing a stop. Need to hold once more here on third down. Here he goes, third and long. And they set up the screen here. It's Harvey. And this one only gets up to about the 5-yard line. Here comes the Broncos punting unit. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. Short drop, but he still gets away a very good punt. It's taken at midfield. Crosses the 40. And he's going to get it down to the 18-yard line.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's first and 10.
Ready? Yep.
This one to Slayton, left side. And he'll go down here at the 16.
A gain of 2 brings up second and 8 at the 16-yard line.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down.
Here we go. Here we go. Cowboy 80. Panther 11. Panther 11. Go.
Setting up to throw. Oh, intended for Metcalf, but it's intercepted. And the Broncos have it as he records the first interception of his young career. Well, Brock, they get an early opportunity here inside the red zone, but nothing comes of it after that interception.
Yeah, no question, Kate. You expect that this won't be their last chance or the last time they get in the red zone. This will, or at least should, be the last chance that it ends in a pick. We're going to take that Microsoft Surface tablet. Everybody is. They're going to pull that play up, and most important, they're going to try to identify what happened so it doesn't happen again.
Second and 2 at the 12-yard line.
Second and manageable. He's throwing. Has him on the quick hitter. He went out of bounds after a small gain. He only finds a window for 2, but that's still enough for a first down.
Move the chains! Got to move them chains! Build momentum to keep that defense on its heels.
Motion man is the tight end. He's going left. Now the first carry for Quinshawn Judkins.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming.
Shotgun snap to Nix. Short pass brought in. And this one does not go far.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up third and 8.
So through one, this game, more for you defensive maestros out there. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the second. We'll get you back to Mile High after this. We're back, and it is Broncos football as we resume. They have 3rd down and 8. Third and long for him here. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And that is 3 sacks for this defense in this contest, and that one forces a 4th down. They're out now, ready to punt it. Jeremy Crawshaw, the one who's going to send this away. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. Fielded at his own 48. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The Steelers returning their offense and this running back to the field. And they haven't been shy about looking his way in the passing game, have they? You can see that so far this season, he's currently leading all running backs in receiving yards. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. Out of the gun. They'll give it to him inside. It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Talanoa Hufanga there to make the play. They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6.
Let's go now.
Throwing now out of the shotgun. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, there are going to be more interceptions.
Finds him over the middle. And they don't get much out of this pass. He's hauled down a little shy of that first. It's 4th down now.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that'll mark their first appearance in our scoring summary today.
What a season this guy's having. Yet to miss on a field goal this entire year. And I really hope I didn't just jinx him.
Fielded at the 7. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Broncos running their offense out once again. And it's not good, Brock, when you're discussing their punter as one of your early game MVPs, but they just haven't been able to get anything going so far.
No, you'll hear some old school coaches, especially defensive-minded coaches, Kate, and they'll say, hey, man, there's nothing wrong with the drive ending with a kick, right? As a quarterback in his offense, maybe that was the way you played the game back in the day, but not modern football. You've got to go score.
He is quickly making a habit out of wrecking plays, Brock, and it doesn't seem to matter what type of play that is.
It's what the best of them do. We talk about just the versatility of offensive players being dual threats. This guy's a dual threat against the pass, and that time stuff in the run.
That's complete to St. Brown outright. And he gets it up close to the 25 before he's out of bounds.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. To the air on 3rd and long. Isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And they're staring at a 4th down now after that sack.
I think we've reached the point of the game, Kate, where I got to make my PSA. Protect the quarterback, and quarterback, protect yourself.
And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Now Pittsburgh's offense running back out for a new series. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock, but what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, no, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down. After that drive starts, it's a very minimal gain.
They're going play action. Flushed out of the pocket. Well, he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up 3rd down.
Kate, I got to believe he harkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
Throw here, third down. As that one falls incomplete, all eyes shifting to the flag that was thrown. If it's defensive, they've got a first down here. So they make the stop, but they do it with some illegal aid. The referees say there was interference that time.
This is why it is so hard to stop these offenses. It's hard enough to cover, right, obviously, without being penalized, but then you get a little bump, you get a little push, and now you get a third down conversion via penalty.
And the stop comes at the 15-yard line as he gets them into the red zone. They get 23 on that one. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Let's go now. Cougar 19. Big Lion.
Back-to-back carries here. Quite the turnaround these last two plays, huh? Nice gain on one, and now they get him behind the line. Not much scoring to this point since we've reached our 2-minute warning. More from Mile High in just a moment.
At the 17-yard line.
Offense to the line for second down.
Craig 19 tight. Not crack all 80. Crack him 60.
He's going to throw it. And that's got it. Left side. And this is down all the way to the 3. That's a gain of 13. And it sets him up with first and goal.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted him on the route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
Ready.
This offense in position now. It's first and goal.
Come on.
They'll try and punch it in. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Steelers grow their lead just before halftime. Going after up and good from Boswell. And the Steelers make it a 10-point ball game.
Broncos nothing. First Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Now Boswell on to send this away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. This makes it up to the 25. The Broncos offense all set to go. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. All right, Denver getting everybody set, so they've got first and 10. Throwing here, Nix. That's caught. Here's Quinshon Judkins. He pushes it up across the 30 before going out.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason, where one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
They're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down.
That's good for Broncos. First down.
Nix now on first and 10. Jerry Jeudy with the grab. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
Jerry Jeudy. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up
Throwing again. Here's Nix.
the Steelers 47.
Catch made left side by Jeudy. And he goes out a little short of the 40. He gets 6 on that play. And it's going to be first down, Denver.
First down. First and 10 at the 40.
Nix to throw again. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. Denver calls the second of its 3 timeouts. Things not looking good after that sack. 15 to go here on second down. Nix now to throw. Dumps it off to his running back. Small gain down to the 46. Tackle made by Kalijah Cansey. The Steelers calling their first timeout. Defense gunning for a stop here. It's third down. Nix looking to throw. Taking this one off to Judkins. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. Pittsburgh will go ahead and use its second timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Jeremy Crawshaw out once again, punted away. And that gets out of bounds down inside the 20. It looks to be at about the 17-yard line. The Steelers taking over on offense with halftime rapidly approaching. And it looks likely they'll carry a 2-score advantage into that locker room. Looking now from the gun. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. This one gets to the 22. In on the tackle is Jonathan Cooper.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 22-yard line.
Looking to throw here. Completed over the middle. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. So fresh set of downs now from the 39.
That's good for a Steelers first down. It's a gain of 17 yards.
Working on first down.
First down, Steelers.
Completed to his running back. And he's taken down as he takes this to the 38. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
Final throw before the break. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off Brandon Jones. And the Broncos do not get the return all the way back. That's going to bring us to the end of our first half. Well, the teams are ready. The fans are ready. Let's give the people what they came here for. We'll jump past halftime and get right back to the game. Sanders all set to send it away. Has this at the 6. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Out comes Pittsburgh. Its offense has it to begin the third quarter. And they take the field in good but not great shape, Brock. They've got that lead, but no doubt they'd love to see a pro.
Yeah, just having the lead does take some pressure off. It doesn't change the sense of urgency. It's always on tilt in the NFL. It should allow them to operate a little more freely. That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable second down.
They give it to him again. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs. And they'll head up here 1st and 10 from the 34.
Here we go, here we go. 34-yard line.
60 Bison.
Another carry for him. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. This time it's a passing play. It's his running back. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Stephanie! Cougar 19! Go, Reed! Go!
What a hit, and the ball's loose! But I believe a Steeler was first to that football. They make the recovery and keep possession. Halfway there on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Get it! Cowboys, go!
This one's to Slayton, left side. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers grow the lead coming out of halftime. Boswell gets that point after to go. And the Steelers take a 3-possession lead. Now Boswell on to send this away. Returning it from the 4. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. So here comes the Bronco offense. Things starting to get a little out of hand for him, Brock. That last score made it 17-zip. On first down, it's Nix. That one is incomplete. incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Portland Sutton, the man he was after. And now they face second down. Play action with Nix. He isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes him back. Third down coming up.
An 8-yard loss on the play. It's now third down.
Hold on, son. Ready.
Here he goes, third and long. The defender was waiting for that one to make a play on it, knocked it away, forcing fourth down. They'll send out the punting unit. And this is the 5th time he's been called upon today. And hey, at least he held onto the football, but they will get nothing on that return. Pittsburgh getting its offense all set to go. And they're coming off an excellent series throwing the football that led to that touchdown, Brock. So you and I both expecting that defense to be looking for that on this series. The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set, 1st and 10. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Back to the well again. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
That offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to 1st down. But instead, defense, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out. 3rd and short.
On this, giving it to the big guy on 3rd and short. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. Pickup of 2 here. And the Steelers have a 1st down.
Calm, cool, collected from this offense. Love to see it. No tunnel vision on what down it was. Just focused on executing the play in front of them.
Throwing from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And they make the stop, I'm going to say, at about the 37-yard line.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Handoff on 2nd and short. And he's going to be stopped, but not before he gets him all the way down to that 15-yard line. They get 22 out of that play. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Stretch the eagle. Go, Rig. Go. Steady, right?
Here's the one back on the handoff. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Caught just shy of the goal line. And we might be close to this lead growing again. That play gives him a 1st and goal. So we hit the end of the 3rd quarter. The Steelers up a couple of scores and in control of the football. They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he is into the end zone for a Pittsburgh touchdown. The Steelers keep adding to that 4th quarter lead. One after up and good from Boswell. And the Steelers making a 24-point ball game.
Broncos, nothing. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Now Boswell on to send this away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And this drive will start inside the 25. Denver ready for another offensive possession. And with this loss already assured, They at least want to find some points and avoid being shut out. Nix with it on first. Into traffic, complete. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. They get 19 on that pickup. And that's good for a Broncos first down. And what a jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. Throwing on first down, Nix finds him over the middle. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. So a new set of downs. Here we go, first and 10.
That's another Broncos first down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Out of the gun, it's Nix. Big strike downfield to Judy. All the way, touchdown Denver! The Broncos making the scoreboard look a touch better. It's a Jerry Judy touchdown. Now the offense and Nix coming to the line and looking to tack on two more. All right, they're going to throw for it. It's gone! And he is hit well behind the line and goes down. They're not able to make much of anything on that two-point attempt. Oh, did the Broncos get to that one? Yeah, looks like they did. All right, Denver getting everybody set. So they've got first and 10. Shotgun snap to Nix. And the first play of the series is going to be an incomplete pass intended for his running back there. And that brings up second down.
Incomplete. Brings up second and 10.
Nix from the gun. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete. Not on the same page with his tight end. And that's going to leave him with a tough third and long. Still 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line. Third down, here's Nix. And they get to him again. It's the exact opposite of what this offense needed. They now face fourth down. They're going to go for it here, trailing in the fourth. Desperation time here. He finds him beyond the marker. And he's going to have this one down to the 28. They come through massive gain there on fourth down, give him 24 yards, and most importantly, that first down. Nix now to throw. Mo finds his back, Harvey. And he takes this one nearly to the red zone before going out. 5 still to go here. This is second down.
A gain of 5 brings up second and 5.
Now Nix. Drops it down, Harvey. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. 6-yard gain on the play. And it's going to be first down, Denver.
That's good for a Broncos first down. First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Judkins up the middle. Drops by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
17-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up second and 9.
And they're going to throw out of the gun. Looking for his back, but it will not find him. It's incomplete. Brings up third down.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Third and long for him here. He brings it in. And he's going to be dropped with a big hit at the end of that. But the effort still sets him up with a first and goal.
That's another Broncos first
Tight end in motion left.
First and goal.
First and goal, Judkins. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on second and goal.
Brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Send the tight end in motion. Gets it again. And this is headed the wrong way. He's closed in on for a loss. Offense up to the line fast.
A 3-yard loss on the play. It's third and goal.
Third and goal. Here's Nix. He couldn't hang on, Brock. It looked like a touchdown, but it slips right through his hands. And now it's fourth down.
Well, this will actively age a coach on the sidelines. Wrinkles and gray hair, all of it. All the planning, a great play, and careful execution led to that. And it was dropped to the turf.
Desperation time here on fourth.
thought before this drive started the field goal was not going to be good enough, but that meant the coverage also knew how to play it, how to concentrate, how to focus, and those defenders, well, they influenced that throw, and even more so, took it away.
70. Hey, check that.
Blown back, it's the handoff. And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. Well, this certainly has been a memorable contest for him. His coaches, man, they're going to take this kind of output every single game.
This goes a little beyond the expectations they have for him, maybe even for himself. What impresses me so much, Kate, the guy just doesn't tire, getting stronger, literally, as this game's going on.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And that'll bring up second down. Throwing off the play fake. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
You're just not going to win many games in this league when you can't generate a pass rush until the fourth quarter. You needed to feel the impact from this defense earlier and more often in this game. The lack thereof was a big part of what's put them playing from behind in the final stanza of this one.
Broncos go with a dime look here on third down.
19-18.
Trying to throw this from the gun. He beams one, deep right side. Well, they had the look, certainly didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect. And now they're stuck facing fourth down. The Steelers set to punt it. It's going to be Jamie Gillen doing the honors. Fair catch made here at the 30-yard line. Denver set to take the field on offense. And this a final opportunity to make things a little closer in that final score. New set of downs for them from the 31. Here's Judkins to begin the drive. And the drive starts out small, just 1 yard on that play. Try to set this up quick.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. 1 yard gain.
Nix. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
They'll throw, third and long. Trying to push deep downfield. Caught at the 20-yard line. Tackle made at the 10, first and goal coming up. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. Breaking the huddle, here's first and goal. From the red zone on first. And a little screen pass for Judkins. And he's to the 5 before going out of bounds.
It may not look like much on the stat sheet. This is kind of good on good. An offense gets completion, not going backwards, and the defense, well, they rallied, they pursued, and kept that screen to a minimal gain.
It's Judkins again. And this defense standing tall. They keep him out of the end zone.
Wilson on the stop. The play lost a yard.
It's from the gun on third down. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos get it back to within 2 possessions. It's a Bo Nix touchdown. Sanders connects on the point after. And the Broncos make it an 11-point ball game. So even after the score, they're still down 2 possessions. Time not exactly on their side as they try this onside kick. And this is recovered by the Steeler hands team. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. First call here coming from the shotgun.
Let's go. Ready?
Low back in the backfield, and they give it to him. Into the second level past the 30. And they'll finally bring him down at the 22. Denver calls the second of its 3 timeouts. Coming to the line for another first and 10.
At the 22-yard line.
Ready?
Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And they corral him after a minimal gain to the 21. Now the Broncos Broncos take their third and final timeout. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now.
Let's go now.
Lining up to take a knee on second down.
70, step a look.
They draw it up for him.
Here we go. Set. Pat the 60. Pat the 60.
So the Steelers come in and take this on the road. And they carried some of that winning football from last game into this contest.